Well, I was going to start the video with showing you guys what we're working on today, but Debo joined us. Right as I go to record, he walks in. So this is Debo. Hey, Debo. Quinn's putting together rockers and valve cover and stuff on a Subaru motor for one of the rally cars. While Keith is working on some fender liners and a fuel filler neck guard for this Subaru. So he's been working on cutting fender liners to go up in the fenders. Actually, I'll show you where he's working on this one. So there's one fender liner there that he's working on, and that piece he's working on now is going to go over this. Kind of help tie everything in and protect everything. And so we've still got the rear hubs and stuff for this same car. We've got new bearings and seals and everything to go into here, so we're going to clean all this up, put all that together. That way we can get the rear end all wrapped up. We've got Alan's car, which will end up coming in after we get this one out. So we got the motor, drive shaft, rear end all put together, wire harness, fuel lines. Pretty much everything's ready to go into it. Once Quinn finishes sealing up the motor, we'll bolt it to the transmission, get it all in here. Then we've got Alan's car waiting to go in next, and then we've got this red Eclipse here, another customer's car that we just brought in last week and started kind of just digging into to figure out what all it needs. Got approval for it, and we'll get started on it over the next couple of days. So there's that. There's old Subaru stuff. I need to actually put that stuff up for sale. And then if we come over here, try and make this fairly quick. We've got this Cadillac to work on. There's dogs again. Hey, neighbors driving by. So the Cadillac is running poor. We need to do diagnostics, leak down test, smoke test, see what's all going on with it. It's really down. I'm like way down on power. And then we just moved this car up here. So this is one that I had bought a couple years ago. A buddy of mine was looking for a project. I ended up selling him this car. And so now we've got a build project to go on it. So we put it on our little truck axle dolly, got it moved back up here because I had torn it apart last fall, about, I don't know, last year sometime. I don't remember exactly. And so we're going to do a full motor build and a bunch of other stuff on this. So this is going to be a full nice build. So there we go. That's what we got working on right now. We're going to move that Cadillac up here, get it diagnostics run on it. Keep getting the green Subi together. Oh, and then we got the BMW over here, which we've got the cage work pretty much done. We got a couple things just to finish up on it, and then we can paint the cage work and interior of the car. And we've got a lot of the wire harness, suspension, and everything torn down on it. So we will get the rocking and rolling on that. This is actually Keith's truck. We're putting all new front end suspension and everything on it. So that's kind of like his work truck, daily driver. And we did get this back up and running. I'm using it kind of like a paint booth kind of thing right now, hanging some parts off of it. But I suspect it's got a warp intake manifold or a crack in the intake manifold or something, because maybe it's just a gasket. We'll find out. I'm gonna smoke test it and find out where it, but it's definitely got like an intake leak going on with it. It runs, it works, but we've got something going on, so knock that out. Today's high is 102. So it is definitely going to be a little warm today. We'll work until we just can't do it this afternoon. I'm fine with the heat. Actually, all of us all agree we prefer the heat over the cold. But I also don't want us to have any issues with it or overheat ourselves, exhaust ourselves, and either suffer the next morning because we just pushed ourselves too hard or whatever. There's the Infinity. That, which I've got my Focus in the garage of the house torn apart, and doing a whole bunch of work to it, getting it ready for pretty much mostly for nationals. I hope to have it ready by next month for the Cars and Canines and then our race here at Texas Rallycross. We're going to tear this down and do some modifications to it, but the biggest thing it's getting the manual transmission out of this Maxima, which has a limited slip, which will go into this car. They're the same chassis, everything bolts up. Eclipse drag project, that's going to take a couple years. I've got the gaskets to redo the cylinder head on this. I just have not bothered to drive into Dallas to go pick up a cylinder head. There's the Bishop engines or Bishop motors or whatever, they got cylinder heads. I need to pull that one apart, take the cylinder head with me for core, and pick up another one and put that together. I just don't want to drive into Dallas, so, but I guess I could at some point. There's a couple of things I need to go chasing after for other things. So anyway, that's where we're at. We did a pause on this. This belongs to the same guy who owns the Cadillac. We moved the Cadillac to the front of the line. Gonna knock it out and then get back on his Eclipse. So we moved it out here for now, just to get it out of the shop. And then if we look at the Rallycross course, let me turn the camera back around. All the hay's been cut. We got hay bales everywhere. And that means now with the grass cut low, I can go out and cut more course. So I'll get the tractor out there and start cutting more routes, more course paths across the field. We're not even halfway across yet, so we've got a whole lot more space we can use to gain a whole lot more track. I'm going to do that. Not now, it's too damn hot in the afternoon to get out there and want to do that. And I don't have a nice fancy tractor with air conditioning. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind doing it then. So anyway, that's everything we got going on. We took yesterday off just to clean shop and get things kind of put away and more organized. Sorry if I'm kind of whopping with a limp. I have got a boot on, injured ankle. So probably shaking the camera a bit. Anyway, that's everything we've got going on right now. And we got plenty to do. We got more than we can fit in the shop or underneath even the carport shop space. Alan's car, the blue Subi, we've got body panels off and we're getting ready. All the donor panels that are red now that came off of the donor car, got to get painted the same blue as the rest of the car so it can all go together. So we've got that being sanded down, primed, and painted. So we're getting all that ready to go. And as soon as those are done and ready, the car frame-wise is ready. We'll take the our axle that's underneath that white Eclipse, put it up underneath it so we can move it back out and into the shop once that green Subaru comes out. And then we'll start reassembling it. He's got Show Me Rally later this fall, so we've got just probably about a 2-month window to get this car wrapped up and have it ready to race. We obviously want to get it done beforehand and run it. maybe out at Rally Ready or something like that. Get some action on it before it goes and runs a full-blown stage rally. So we got a lot going on, and I just thought I'd kind of do a walk around and show you with everyone what our workload looks like right now. So we're looking to expand. That's a whole nother story I'm going to throw in a different video. We do have something going on as of gaining more shop space. I originally was going to build a shop out here, so we had more space. That just isn't going to happen fast enough. So I'm taking the real estate side of things and kind of putting the plan of action together of getting us a really large warehouse. As soon as I actually have that kind of worked out, I will share that. But I pretty much have got something thrown together where we will be able to just move from here into a new location and gain a ton of space, along with more Rallycross, because it too will have land. So a lot of stuff going on right now. So anyway, I'm gonna end it at that. That was just kind of a quick walk around everything we've got going on. That isn't everything. I've got a couple more cars out there lined up, but they're back burner. I've got a couple trucks, 3 trucks, 4. I got 4 trucks that we also need to work on that I didn't even touch base on those. They're all, you know, haul trucks, diesel trucks, that kind of thing that we've got work lined up on as well. No, make that 5. I've got another one coming in that we're doing a nice full build on. So I've got a lot of stuff going on with trucks too. I've got my hand right in the way, don't I? Anyway, so that's it. I'm going to wrap it up at that. I'm going to do a lot more of these where I can kind of just do a quick walk around and share with everyone what we've got going on a regular basis, and kind of keep everyone kind of in the loop. So, all right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.